Urgent, America's team fan! Look at what just happened! Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest your team news, and don't forget to turn on notifications. So, you don't miss anything. Cowboys send message on trade for QB after Dak Prescott update. The Dallas Cowboys feel good about where Dak Prescott is in his rehab, but are not satisfied with the composition of their quarterback room and could turn to a trade to add depth. Prescott had surgery on his hamstring on November 13. The injury limited him to just 8 games last season. Dak's doing great, Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones said. He's very thrilled with where he is, and I know the trainers are too. I feel like he's doing a hell of a job. The Cowboys don't expect Prescott to miss any time next season, although he could be limited in off-season workouts. He'll have some limitations, yay, but you know Dak, he's a worker. We're thrilled with where he is, Jones said. Prescott inked a 4-year, $240 million contract extension with the Cowboys ahead of last season. The deal is the richest annually in NFL history. Videos and photos recently emerged of Prescott working out with his teammates. The group included receivers Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks. Cowboys will exhaust all options looking for backup options. Prescott does not have a lengthy injury history, but coming off a serious hamstring injury is some cause for concern. The Cowboys want to be prepared if he misses time and don't have a proven backup behind Prescott. Cooper Rush Prescott's longtime backup bolted for the Baltimore Ravens in free agency. Will Grier is the only other quarterback on the roster. Yes, still an option that we're looking at. We can do it via trade. What can do it via what's available? Out there trade is one of them, and certainly signing available guys are one of them, Jones said on the backup QB spot. I think we look at the full package. You're probably not going to get all things just right, or exactly what you want. But at the same time, you want to get the very best guy that we think gives us the best chance to go out and compete with Will. Grier and be good in that room with Dak and Grier and whoever else we add. Grier was a third-round pick of the Carolina Panthers in 2019. He bounced around the last few seasons, which featured a couple of stops with the Cowboys. Has 0-2 as a starter in his career, passing for 228 yards, no touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Cowboys not looking to trade. Dak Prescott rumors surfaced this week about the Cowboys potentially trading Prescott to the Cleveland Browns. The report was quickly shot down by NFL Network insider Jane Slater. I run it all down when working this beat, and the Dallas Cowboys are not working on trading Dak to the Browns, Slater said. In fact, texts with 2 sources tell me fake news. And absolutely not before this gets any sort of wheels. Slater and others also pointed out that Prescott has a full no-trade clause, which would allow him to veto any potential move. With a lucrative contract already in hand, there's little reason for Prescott to want to leave Dallas, where he has played his entire career. Pausing this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest America's team. News to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks! Now let's get back to the news. 2. Agentes livres ofensivos que os Cowboys deveriam apostar antes do draft. Os Cowboys poderiam se beneficiar adicionando alguma profundidade antes do draft. Pouco menos de mês separa o Dallas Cowboys do draft da NFL de 2025. Embora os Cowboys tenham feito algumas contratações decentes de profundidade nesta primavera, há muito espaço para atualizações em vários pontos do elenco atual. Hoje examinaremos 2 agentes livres que Dallas deve considerar contratar antes do início do draft. QB Carson Wentz não seria irônico se as coisas se completassem e os Cowboys contratassem Carson Wentz como reserva de Dak Prescott. Wentz, é claro, foi o quarterback titular de longa data dos Eagles, jogando 68 jogos na Filadélfia com um recorde de quarterback de 3-5-3-11. Depois de deixar os Eagles, Wentz saltou pela liga, jogando por 4 times diferentes nas últimas 4 temporadas. Embora seu desempenho tenha sido fraco nas últimas 3, ele lançou 27 passes para touchdown e apenas 7 interceptações com os Colts em 2021. Ninguém espera que Wentz consiga replicar esse desempenho, mas ele tem algo que pode ser um trunfo para os Cowboys: experiência como titular. Atualmente, a opção de reserva do Dallas atrás do titular Prescott é Will Grier, que jogou em apenas 2 jogos da NFL durante sua carreira. Mesmo com sua trajetória de queda no desempenho desde a campanha de 2021, Wentz começou 9 jogos em suas últimas 3 temporadas e apareceu em 13. Signing Wentz wouldn't cost much at all, and if Greer or another young quarterback substantially outperforms him during training camp, the Cowboys could part ways with no real repercussions. Overall, the veteran and the Cowboys are a great fit. To WR Tyler Boyd, while it seems extremely likely the Cowboys will select a wide receiver with one of their first 2 draft picks in a couple of weeks, they could greatly benefit from adding a veteran to strengthen the position group's depth. One veteran at the position who could make sense is 30-year-old wideout Tyler Boyd. The 9-year veteran played his first 8 seasons in the league with the Cincinnati Bengals before signing with the Tennessee Titans before the 2024 season. Boyd's production wasn't up to his standards last season, as the veteran caught just 39 passes for 390 yards and did not score a single touchdown. While the downturn in production is a bit concerning, he dealt with some of the worst quarterback play. In the league last year, the Cowboys wouldn't need Boyd to be a first or second option on their offense. They just need him to make a few plays a game and provide a veteran presence to a wide receiver core that desperately needs one. Spot Rack projects Boyd to earn a 1-year. 2. 1M deal, so it would not cost Dallas much to obtain his services. Signing the veteran would also not hinder Dallas draft plans, allowing them to still select a young wideout with pick 12 or 44. Boyd needs a team, and the Cowboys need a veteran. Presence in their receiving room, making the two a good potential fit. Dallas Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones hints that trade could be coming. Stephen Jones noted that a trade could be on the horizon. The Dallas Cowboys have been active so far this offseason. Skeptics are allowed to remain in "I'll believe it when I see it" mode, but in a literal and transactional sense, the Cowboys have been much busier these days than in recent ones. There are a number of free agent acquisitions that Dallas has made to this point, some even during the legal tampering period and before the new league year began. This, in and of itself, is very unlike the Cowboys of recent seasons. Among the other moves that Dallas has made so far have been 2 trades. The Cowboys utilized compensatory picks to effectively move down slots with the Buffalo Bills and Tennessee Titans, while acquiring Kaiir Elam and Kenneth Murray, respectively. Fans have clamored for more veteran trades after the ones the team executed for Stephon Gilmore and Brandon Cooks a few years back. And while these aren't necessarily those, they represent a front office that is at least trying a little bit harder than we were used to seeing. With NFL owners' meetings set to take place this week, there are dignitaries from across the league who are being quoted on the record. Stephen Jones was asked about continuing to add to the roster and noted that more trades are definitely possible. Stephen said outright that the Cowboys have some things that they are looking at from a trade standpoint. It would stand to reason then that the Cowboys have their eyes on a veteran or two and have talked price with the teams in question, and that maybe sides haven't quite come to terms on anything yet. As things stand, the Cowboys have 10 picks to work with, the number of selections they had after compensatory picks were originally announced. First round 12th overall, 2nd round 44th overall, so 3rd round 76th overall, 5th round 149th overall, 5th round 171st. Overall compensatory pick 5th round, 174th overall compensatory pick 6th round 2 and 4. Overall from Kaiir Elam trade 6th round, 211th overall compensatory pick 7th round, 239th overall from Kenneth Murray, trade 7th round, 247th overall from Jonathan Mingo, trade. It feels incredibly unlikely that the Cowboys will utilize all 10 of their picks during the 2025 NFL Draft, although to be fair, we said that 4 years ago after Dallas picked up a selection from moving back in the 1st round, and they wound up doing so. Anything can happen. If you follow what the front office has to say in the media, you know that Stephen Jones is not the type to throw out the word trade in a loose fashion. This isn't this definitely going to happen sort of assessment, but the point taken should be that Stephen is clearly feeling confident that a trade may wind up happening. What do you want to see the Cowboys do? And now, America's team fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for your team. I'll be back any moment with more America's team news. How about them Cowboys?